Hi, welcome to Birkby IN Nursery School. I'm Paula.
I'm Rachel.
And we are here to give you a little insight into our school's journey into active learning.
So thinking back, Paula, how did active learning start in our school?
Active learning started in our school about 3 years ago. We've always been a physically active school in the sense of we've always done our PE, we've introduced 1K, we've introduced Wake Up, Shake Up, and taken on board different initiatives with those. But we recognised as the children becoming more sedentary outside of school, there was a greater need for our children to be active throughout the school day, not just within PE and the other activities that we offered. I was introduced to Bryn from the Move and Learn team at Kirklees Conference, and our journey went from there. So Rach, how did you feel when I came along with another new initiative following your return from maternity leave?
I'll be honest, I was probably like a lot of you are sitting there right now thinking, active learning, right, okay, that's going to cause a lot of chaos in my classroom, and my children are going to be messing around, it's going to waste valuable teaching and learning time. How will I get the children to listen when they're moving around being active? Will they even understand their activities if they're all over the place, all over the classroom? Will they actually understand what I'm asking them to do? We used to do a lot of meet and greet in our school, and this was before I went on maternity leave, but when I came back, my colleagues had obviously been doing extra discussions with Paula, and they planned a game called the Tick and Cross game, which is in your handout so you understand how to play it. And basically, my colleague said, seriously Rachel, we've tried this game while you've been on maternity, we've done it numerous times, it is so easy, so quick, the children absolutely love it, and they're actually picking up the phonics sounds because we did it in phonics initially. And so then I tried it, I sort of took that plunge, so to speak, and gave it a go, and I was basically hooked from there. When I realised actually how much it benefited the children, I was hooked. Alongside obviously Paula's staff meeting, staff training that we did, we got basically a whole school team approach to it, and it all went from there basically. So Paula, following all the staff training and the Move and Learn team supporting us, what do you feel is the key to our success at Birkby?
I think the key to our success is making it a whole school ethos. So we've used the CAS framework to look at how, as a school, we integrate physical activity throughout our school day. Our classrooms are obviously increasingly active, and we started simple. We didn't try to change everything all at once. We didn't say, right, every lesson you need to teach is going to be active. We started off with phonics. People then started to create simple games in phonics. And then as they became more confident doing that, they started to recognise, actually, that game would work in phonics, works equally as well in another curriculum area. So it's not about trying to create so many different things, it's about trying to find the things that work really well, that are really simple, that actually can be applied across all curriculum areas. And I think we also need to be aware, and especially for people who are unfamiliar with active learning, is it isn't always about the children running around doing things. So, I will do stand up, pair share, turn and face your partner. The children actually face each other to speak to each other, they've stood up, they're doing it. They don't need to always put a hand up to answer a question. Can they do it in different ways? Can you touch your nose? Can you touch your shoulders? Can you point to your fingers? Can you point to your toes? They can do lots of different things to be active. It isn't always about running around. So Rachel, from being a teacher who was reluctant to take on active learning to now being a teacher who uses it as an integral part of their teaching, what are your tips?
My tips, I would say 5. Have 5 really good games that you are comfortable with, that the children really enjoy playing, and then they know how to play the game, so you're not having to explain every lesson. Just keep to that 5 then that you can use across phonics, English, science, maths, history, every subject, and then all you have to do is adapt it to meet with what you're wanting to teach them, so that then I'm actually teaching the knowledge for that subject that they need to know and not how to play a game every single lesson. So that is one of my big tips. Another thing is if you've got something around the classroom, have multiple sheets. If for example, if they're finding a particular word and a particular sound in phonics, for example, you have multiple of those around the classroom, so they're not all crowding into one place, so then they're all spread out and moving around. Another key is it's it's for everybody. Active learning is for absolutely everybody, and if you can start to put this into practice, you are changing how you teach and you're changing how the children learn.
Thank you for listening. Sorry we couldn't be there in person. We hope you have taken some things from what we have said and can see how you might be able to use them within your school. We will be doing a webinar in February as part of the Yorkshire Sports Centre of Excellence. So please, if you've got any questions or things you'd like to know, you can join us there to find out some further information.
But please, seriously, just give it a go. I really hope that you will start to incorporate it into your lessons and into your teaching, because it really, really does work. Believe me, it really does. And you'll be amazed when you see the difference in the children with their learning.